5000 Plus. The batteries are powered by industry-leading LFP cells, arranged in a CTB honeycomb structure. Of course, with no compromise in voltage. It outputs at both 120 and 240 volts to support 99% of household applications. A single unit outputs 7,400 watts, so even your big, power-hungry appliances keep going and going. Not to mention full support for EV charging hubs. Connect up to 10 extra battery packs for a whopping 60 kilowatt hours of storage and a 14,000 watt output. Everything's made possible by the smart transfer switch, where you effortlessly connect Jackery 5000 Plus to your home's electrical system. This gives you intelligent control over power from the grid. Recharge the batteries with most third-party photovoltaic systems or Jackery Solar Saga 500X portable solar panels. So, if there's...
Good evening and welcome to the show. James here, your host, over here on the Jackery channel. Now, guys, we know you had a nice long week last week of having all of that cool fun, and you guys probably had Thanksgiving, Cyber Monday, Black Friday. But hey, Christmas is coming up really quick. Like, any of these products in the carousel would make an amazing Christmas gift nonetheless for you. Now, we do have a nice little show for you this evening. We do have Lois in chat with us. Lois, hello. Good evening. Welcome back. Again, I am your host, James, with the slight voice that's kind of back. But I'm here. We're going to do a nice little hour-long show. We're going to have fun. We're going to show you guys the products. We're going to start this show off with some smaller ones. We're going to then go to bigger ones. Bigger what? Smaller what? Power stations, guys. We're going to show you guys a bunch of power stations. We're going to start the show off with probably the 100 plus, and we're going to go all the way up to the 5,000 plus. Now, we may rush through a few of them off and on because, I mean, let's be honest, it's an hour show and it's a lot of product. We're going to start this off with the 100 plus at $129. That's actually a really cool 12 to 13% savings. Now, you guys do have a couple variants of the 100 plus, which I'm going to kind of show you. You have the variant you guys can find over on the Amazon side. Or you guys can see the other one. Huh? Look at it. It's got Dune color. Dune color. Alright. Let's do this. This is the 100 plus power station, guys. Beautiful little power station that's going to do quite well for everybody that wants to travel. This is definitely the Traveler's Edition. Traveler's Edition because it's 2.2 pounds. Does come with all the cabling you need. It's got a USB-C to USB-C cable. That's all you gotta need to know. 100 watt pass-through. Beautiful little cable. Now, we also have this 2.2 pound package. 2.2 pounds, guys. I can sit here and I can play fetch with it all night without a problem. 2.2 pounds, 99 watt hours of power, 31,000 milliamps. Now, we also have two USB-C ports, one USB-A port. You guys can take a look at the front of that little beauty right there. It's actually a really cool little station. Now, this station is actually designed to mimic the larger ones, if you guys can see. If you guys look at it, you guys can kind of tell. It looks really small. Even when you put it back there, it is definitely really small. Now, we do have a 5% off discount code, and that is going to be JA Live 2024. I'm pretty sure that means James Live 2024, but hey, 5% off, guys, of your $1,000 purchases if you want to use it today. Now, like I was saying, two USB-C ports. Those are 100 watt pass-through bi-directional. Bi-directional, guys. That's actually kind of cool. Bi-directional. What does that mean? That means it's in and out charging capability. In and outwards. That means you guys can charge this device to that port, or you guys can charge devices out of that port. Now, that'd be like just plugging this in just like this. And let's grab the remote over here. And you guys can actually do this. There we go. We're already charging the remote. Let's grab this. Let's turn the screen on so you guys can actually see the screen and what it's actually pulling wattage. 1 watt of power. 99 hours of runtime at 1 watt power. I'm not going to believe that. I'm going to believe that my actual connection's not connected to the remote. Let's be honest, guys. That remote's kind of hammered, so it's kind of cool. Now, with 99 watt hours of power, it is going to take under about 2 hours or less to fully charge on a wall plug. Now, kind of cool little piece, but it does, like I said, 99 watt hours of power, 31,000 milliamps. It means you guys can actually charge your iPhone 14 at least 6 times. You guys can even run a MacBook Pro for about 6 hours if you wanted to. Now, you can do a Nintendo Switch for about 4 hours or more. You guys can do a Nintendo Switch and a portable monitor for about 3.5 hours. You guys can do your camera gear, your lighting gear. You guys can even do your wireless cameras if you wanted to and have all of that fun you guys need with a system like this. Now, 2.2 pounds, it's TSA approved. TSA approved. That means you guys can take it on the airplane, take it on a plane. You guys can actually go through a checkpoint without a problem. I like that. The best part about this is, guys, it's portable and it's light. Portable and light. Because it is only 2.2 pounds, you guys could throw this in a backpack. You guys could throw it in, of course, your wife's purse if you really wanted to. For those of you still wearing Jinko jeans, you guys could throw it in that back pocket that we all hid our Walkmans in, our CD players. You know what I'm talking about. This would fit in there. This is a cool little piece. You could run more than what I just said with this. It's unlimited, guys, because you do have 99 watt hours power and 31,000 milliamps. It's limited to whatever you guys can plug in through the USB-C ports or USB-A ports. You guys could do drone batteries. You guys could do RC car batteries. You guys could even recharge those AA's and AAA's that have the USB-C ports. That'd also be another cool idea. This is nice and well done, guys. If you need a portable station like this, the 100 Plus is actually really well done. Now, like I said, there is another version out there. Can't get it over here, but there is another version in just a different color. That's all it is, guys. It's just a color. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. AC, what's up? Welcome to the show. So that's the cool little 100 Plus power station. Nice little piece. That code is valid from 12/4/2300 Pacific time. I'm not sure what 2300 is military time to my time, but hey, let's go see. What is it in 12-hour format? I don't know. I think it's like, I really don't know what that format is. Why do I not know it? I think 2300 is like 11 o'clock, right? Like 11 o'clock tonight is when that goes valid. All right, cool. 11 o'clock. I had to look that up. I don't know military time. That's a trick. All right, let's move on to a nice little portable station that will actually do well and it actually can power a little bit more. This is going to be the 240 V2. Now, the 240 V2 is actually an 8-pound package. At 8 pounds, this is actually a really nice little piece. It's got a handle that can be folded up and moved around. You guys can actually carry this quite easily. It's got a nice lightweight handle, and actually the package doesn't weigh too much either. This would be good for hiking, camping, just going out and using it in all different scenarios. It would also be good for like a bug-out bag, send it off to college with a student, or all emergencies, quick emergencies. Now, 256 watt-hours of power in an 8-pound package. At 8 pounds, that's actually quite lightweight and portable. Now, you have one AC outlet that does 300 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 600. You also have a bi-directional USB-C port. That USB-C port right here can charge this device or charge other devices through it at 100 watts of pass-through charge rate. Now, you also have a 15-watt USB-C port and a 15-watt USB-A port. Now, above that is a 12-volt 10-amp DC plug. Now, the 12-volt 10-amp DC plug would do well for, like, let's say, old-school fuzz dusters. Maybe you guys need to plug in your old air mattresses or other things like that. You guys could do that with this. Now, it does have a nice little display screen. It's about 2 inches long. That 2-inch screen, of course, is going to light up in that nice black and orange high contrast with white writing. It's going to be very visible for you. You have a flashlight as well. The flashlight's going to do, of course, single brightness or SOS pattern. The SOS pattern is going to actually nicely stand out in times of need. So let's say you guys are stuck in the woods and you're trying to signal people. Or you're stuck in your house in a natural disaster and you're trying to signal rescuers. turn that SOS pattern on, it will actually single outwards so people can actually see that. Now, 256 watt hours of power can actually be charged in approximately 2 hours in standard fast charging mode. The cool part about this one was it was actually built with a new charging system. That charging system is what's called Charge Shield 2.0. Charge Shield 2.0 is going to allow you to fully charge this, guys, in 1 hour time in super emergency charge mode if you need to. Sheila, welcome, welcome. So in 1 hour, guys, you'll have 256 watt hours of power that can do quite a bit with that. And that's actually cool. You guys can run let's say a 15 watt Wi-Fi router for about 14 hours. You guys can run that 60 watt flat screen TV for about 4 hours as well. Same with the little mini fridges and stuff like that. You will be able to get about 12 cell phone charges off of this, which is a decent amount of charge for a system of this size. You could do more than that if you really wanted to, let's be honest. You guys could, again, plug in like desk lamps, table lamps. You guys could do multiple other devices like your drone batteries about 4 times. You guys could do, I'm going to say 16 to 17 hours with the 10 watt Bluetooth speaker, 3 hours with the laptop if you really needed to. You guys could even do 11 to 12 DSLR batteries. 5 watt LED lamp. Let's go there. 5 watt LED lamp is going to give you a good amount of runtime. This is going to be great for nice emergencies and of the sorts. Now the cool part is I would pair this with, let's say, like a mini 40 solar panel. Now it would pair well with the mini 40 solar panel. System by itself is $249. If you pair it with the mini 40 solar panel, you're going to get it for $349. Now at $349, it is a great piece to pair well with. 11-pound package altogether. At 11 pounds, guys, you can take this pretty much anywhere without a problem. Hiking, camping, quick emergencies. Leave it in the back of your car just in case of needing it. Bug out bag. Again, send it to camp, college with your students. Send it to camp with your Girl Scout, Boy Scout. This would work well. Now, Boy Scouts probably would frown on it, but hey, it's a good idea for you. Now, the Mini 40 solar panel is fully waterproof, water-resistant, harsh and wet weather. It is an IP68 rating. And an IP68 rating, you got a nice little solar panel that's going to fold out 4 times from the trifold design. When fully folded, you guys are going to get about 23% efficiency, even in low-light settings. Now, I always say the efficiency in low-light settings because that's actually quite useful information. Most solar panels in a very bright, open area with, like 100% sun beating down it, it's going to get 100% efficiency. It's going to get the charge rate that it should. When you're in an overcast sky or got light rain, knowing what this actually can do in that is what you really want to know. So, if you're in Seattle, Washington, or Olympia, Washington, or maybe you guys are in Rainier, maybe you guys are up on Mount St. Helens, or maybe you guys are over on Mount Rainier. Maybe you're on the Three Sisters. If it's overcasted and maybe lightly rainy, this will still do 23% efficiency in that. And it's only 2.5 pounds with the solar panel. Being fully waterproof means it can be left out in the rain without a problem. And that's the cool part about this package deal. Now, together it's going to take about 7.5 hours to fully charge it. It's not really that bad. I mean, that's like staying out camping all day. Let it charge throughout the day and then come back at night. And you guys could plug in maybe a lamp, or maybe you guys want to plug in a radio, or maybe a 100-watt projector. I mean, 100-watt projector off this should get at least 2.5 hours of runtime. So that's pretty much a movie. That's a cool idea. The 240 V2, guys, is an amazing little piece. The portability of it and that solar panel is where it really stands out. I love the portability of the 240 V2. Now, version 2, that's all this just means, guys. It's a LiFePo 4-cell. It's got the handle that folds up. It moves from the DC plug to the wall outlet style 3-prong charging capability. The handle, of course, it's got a nice handle. It's not fixed handle, but it's got a nice handle. This new design is actually really well done. Still stays very, very light for you. Quicker charge rate, though, as well. So if you guys need the 240 V2 by itself, $249. With the solar panel, $349. Both great deals. You can't sleep on those. Any questions about the 100 Plus or the 240 V2? Please ask. Now, guys, I am so stuck in doing it a little bit slow. It's it's kind of weird. After doing 4 hour shows, it's like, how do I get through these that quick? Oh, all right. Let's show you guys. This is the 300. The Jackery Explorer 300 is an original fixture in their design. And what do I mean by that? It's got a fixed handle. The fixed handle's there permanently, doesn't fold down. It's got their bigger logo on the front, of course, as well. And it actually charges from a round DC plug. Now, to fully charge this, guys, you're going to have 293 watt hours of power, but it's going to take about 3.5 hours to charge that power off of the wall plug. Now, the cool part is you do have two USB-A ports and a USB-C port. That USB-C port is a 60 watt in and out port. That means you guys can use that USB-C port and the DC plug together, and you're going to have a 2-hour charge rate, which brings it down to like the 240 V2 range, which is amazing. Now, you also have two AC outlets. Those AC outlets are going to do 300 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 500 if need be. You're also going to have a 12 volt, 10 amp cigarette lighter plug for you. Drop protected, which is kind of cool, up to about 35 to 36 inches. Flame retardant shell. It does have cooling technologies, guys. That's what the orange side is with the big open vents. The handle is really where it's at. This thing is 7.1 pounds. At 7.1 pounds, you guys could carry this for a long time. Now, you guys can carry it on your shoulders. You guys could do arm curls. Whatever you really wanted to do with this, you could do it because it is nice and lightweight. Now, on that full charge, what could you do with it? Well, you guys can run a Nintendo Switch for at least 40 hours without a problem. That's actually a decent little runtime. You could even do a drone about 6 times if you had to, or even a mini cooler for about 4.5 hours. Now, you guys could even do, let's say, a CPAP machine for over 6 hours with a heated hose. Without the heated hose, you're going to get over 9 hours without a problem. The heated hose takes more power. You could even do your cell phone about 15 times. That flat screen TV, you get about 4.5 hours. 15 to 16 DSLR batteries. That means you guys have got your camera gear up and going. You could even do, let's say, a hot glue gun. You guys could do soldering irons. You guys could do, of course, magnifying glasses. Wide range of variety of items that you guys can do off of this with the portability. At 7.1 pounds, this is only $259. $259, you're getting 293 watt hours of power in a very portable piece. And now on these, you're going to have silicone pads on the bottom. The silicone pads very well done to allow you to set it on devices or to stop the vibration from coming in the device as well. Now, this is a beautiful little piece right here. This piece is going to do amazingly well for you if you need to do something like that. And that's where it's kind of cool. So you have the capability of all of these pieces doing just fundamentally very beautifully well. Portability is where it's at because this is very, very portable with the 300. Any questions about the 300? Sheila, how's your day going? How's that storm? We're about to get hit with snow in about the next 30, 40 minutes. I think snow's going to start hitting us. So I know you probably already got the snow. Yeah. All right, we're going to move to the table back here, and you guys can see a bunch of stuff, of course. We're going to zoom on in. We're going to bring you guys in, and you guys are going to notice that there's no solar panel today. There's not a big solar panel today. This is the next item up. This is the Jackery Explorer 500. Now, the Jackery Explorer 500 is a 13-pound package. At 13 pounds, you're going to have 518 watt hours of power. That can technically run your fridge if you wanted to. That's right, your fridge. Now, 518 watt hours of power is a beautiful little piece that's going to do fundamentally beautifully well for you. Now, I like that idea that you guys can actually have 518 watt hours of power. Now, 518 watt hours of power is just where it's really at. Now, it's going to take you about 5.5 hours to fully charge it on a wall plug. It's not a bad charge time for this amount of power in the older style of systems. Now, 5.5 hours is also going to be your charge rate in the cigarette car lighter. Now, once you're fully charged, though, you guys can run a flat screen TV, you can run a mini cooler, you guys can run a laptop for 30 hours. Now you do have one AC outlet that's going to do 500 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 1,000. You're also going to have 3 USB-A ports and one 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. Next, that is 2 6.2 millimeter DC plugs as well. Those are all input ports or output ports. The input port above it is an 8 millimeter style plug. That's going to allow you to solar charge it, wall plug it, or even if you want to, cigarette lighter charge styling. Now with it, like I said, multiple ports. You do have that nice screen. It does actually have a flashlight. The flashlight's kind of cool on this one because it is on the side. It's just, it's literally that. It's a flashlight, let's be honest. Single brightness is what it's going to do. If I hold it down, SOS pattern. All of these systems are very easily operated. You don't have to worry about how difficult they are to connect up or run. All of these systems are easily operated. Anybody should be able to operate any of these systems without technology know-how. That's just where I'm going to go with this. Now with it, the 500 could even run a blender for 50 minutes or an air pump for about 8 hours. You guys could do the mini cooler for 9 hours. If you want to do that flat screen TV, about 7 hours of time. The 30 hours with the laptop's where it really stands out because in a 13.3 pound package, running your laptop in a setting that maybe you wouldn't have power, it's kind of cool. It does come with the AC to AC cable. That's, of course, a nice connection cable. It's also going to come with the, the car charging cable, the user manual, and everything in the sun. With it, you're going to have a great little system. Now, this would be perfect for emergency backup, road trips, camping, whatever you really wanted to. At 13 pounds, you guys could still hike this into the woods if you needed to. By being able to hike it into the woods means you guys can get it to areas that some of the heavier ones might not be acceptable or capable of getting to. Now, you guys are seeing me eating lozenges still. My voice is still toast, but we're good. We're good. So with that, the 500 Explorer is, of course, a beautiful piece of technology. Now, we're going to move into the 1000 V2s and the 2000 V2s. Now, these are newer products that deal fundamentally very beautifully well for you in the times of need. What I'm going to talk about is the 1000 V2 up first. Now, if you guys were here, you guys will notice that you guys would have got deals, man. Deals were flying the other day. You're still going to get an amazing system. Now, the 1000 V2 is coming in at $799 tonight. $799. Now, the one question I'm asking is, I'm trying to figure out, because it's popping up. So I'm going to ask Lois. Lois, what is the buy one, get one free gift with these items? It does say there's a gift, but it doesn't tell me what the gift is. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, guys. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Now, 1000 V2, guys. 24-pound package. At 24 pounds, you're getting 1,070 watt-hours of power. 1,070 watt-hours of power in 24-pound package. Now, this is a LiFePO 4-cell system. LiFePO 4-cell system is a beautiful system. It's going to give you over 4,000 charge cycles at 100% battery. After that charge cycle, it's going to drop down to about 70 to 80% battery capacity. That's still a good battery capacity nonetheless for you guys in that range. That means this thing's going to last over 10 years and then keep going after that. That's where it's really at. Now with it though, it's only going to take you 2 hours to fully charge it. 2 hours. After that, you guys have, so it's a carrying bag. Right on. So guys, there's a buy one, get one free gift with these items. You will have to check that on Amazon. It's a buy one, get one free item, and that's a carrying bag for these. So you guys can get a large carrying bag with this. That's kind of cool. Thank you, Lois, for checking that. I just happened to see it, and I wanted to make sure. Did not want to misspeak what it was. Now, like I said, guys, 2 hours fully charged with, of course, the standard fast charging mode. Just like the 240 V2, though, it was created with their newer technology of charging system, and that's called Charge Shield 2.0. With Charge Shield 2.0, you guys are going to activate the app. You're going to connect up the app to the system. And inside the app, it's going to allow you to turn it into super emergency charge mode. That means you guys, in case of emergencies, need this charged faster. You hit the switch, plug it in, and it will charge in 1 hour and you're fully charged. To have 1,070 watt hours of power in 1 hour time is fundamentally unheard of in some systems. This can actually do that. With that being said, what could you technically run off of this? Well, first you have two USB-C ports. One's a 30 watt port, one's a 100 watt port. Then you have the 18 watt USB-A port and a 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug. On the side, you're going to have a flashlight. The flashlight's going to do 3 modes: low light, high light, and SOS pattern. SOS pattern, again, is a great light pattern. When fully charged, you're also going to have 3 AC outlets. Those 3 AC outlets are going to do 1,500 watts of pure sound wave power. Can peak at 3,000 if you guys really need. Now, once you get that, you guys can connect up, let's say, your laptop to it. Charge your laptop at least 14 times. You guys can run a drone battery at least 20 times, or a standard Starlink for about 10 hours. If you have a Starlink Mini, about 29 hours. You guys can do a Wi-Fi router for about a week. You guys could even do a circular saw for about 50 minutes of runtime. If you really wanted to, though, 23 hours with a house fan, or at least 55 minutes with electric grill. Heated blanket, about 12 hours of runtime. Now, I was doing a few things. I did Christmas decorations. Christmas decorations going to give you guys at least 10 hours of runtime, depending on the wattage of those Christmas decors. That's an amazing little idea. If you want to do a Christmas tree, guys, you will get over 50 hours without a problem. I was getting 50 hours of runtime on my Christmas tree with the 600 plus. And that's actually kind of cool. We did that during our Black Friday streams, which was amazing. Now, you could do even more if you wanted to, like a 100 watt movie projector or 100 watt refrigerator, about 7.5 to 8 hours. You guys could even do a rice cooker for about 3 hours if you wanted to. Tea kettle, an hour. Microwave, about 48 minutes, because let's remember, it can accept up to 1,500 watts of power. Most microwaves are under that amount of power. They're usually around 1,100 or so watts. That means you guys are running a beautiful little microwave. You guys can get your food cooked in those timely fashions if you need to. With it being 24 pounds, you guys can take it and carry it in pretty much most positions. You guys can move it from RV to motorhome, from RV to your actual home, from RV to your truck, or whatever. You guys can hike it into a campground. At 23 pounds, a lot of people can carry that out. Now, I know most people in the States, they don't like, hike all the way into their campgrounds. A lot of people drive their car into their campsites. We got the Americanized style campsites, let's just be honest. So you just drive your car right up, pull the system out of your car, set it up. You guys can run your camping lights. You guys can run other stuff. This is a great little piece. Now, it is, of course, at a good price point, I believe. What is that price? Let me check the price point on this, because I feel like there's actually a discount on this, and I want to make sure I'm not misspeaking. What is it? So this is actually $499 tonight. It's actually 38% off. At 38% off, guys, you're getting a smoking deal. You're getting a system that's going to do very well for you, plus a free carrying bag. Can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that at all. 1000 V2 might just be the system you've been looking for, just didn't realize it until you saw it. I'm going to tell you guys, I've been having fun with the 1000 V2. I've done quite a bit with it. Now, we also have the 1000 V2 and the 200 watt solar panel. It's $749 tonight. It's a 42% savings. You're going to get one of the larger solar panels and the system as a kit. That's a definitely no-brainer. Now, we also have the beautiful 2000 V2. That is going to be the big brother to the 1000 V2. We're going to move to the side. You're going to notice that, hey, there's actually something in front of the 2000 V2, and you're correct. I need to move it. Do need to move it. Cap, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, the 2000 V2 is actually 33% off tonight. It's $999. Normally a $1,500 price tag. At $999, you're getting a 40-pound station. Now, at 40 pounds, though, you're going to get an amazing little product that's going to do very, very well for you guys in those timely fashions. Now, that's actually kind of cool. 2,042 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in 2 hours time if you need to. If you want to, again, Charge Shield 2.0 will allow you to fully charge this device in 1 hour in super emergency charge mode. Now, the app will also allow you to turn on the flashlights, turn on all the AC plugs, the DC plugs. Now, you do have 3 AC outlets that do 2,200 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 4,400. You're going to have that USB-A 18-watt port, the USB-C 100-watt port, and a USB-C 30-watt port above that. Now, you do have a 12-volt 10-amp plug and, of course, that beautiful screen. We have not shown you the screen yet, and I will actually do that right now because you guys should see it. So let's power it up. You guys have noticed it's about 17%. It's actually telling me I need to charge this device. Now, at 17%, we ran that for quite a while, running LED lights and stuff like that off of this. Now, if I wanted to, though, guys, literally I can come over here to the app, make sure I'm logged in, and I am logged in. It's going to take a second, and we can turn on, let's say, flashlight. It's still logging onto the actual device. There's your flashlight. You want to go brighter or SOS pattern, we can do that with this. Most of these devices work with the app. I can even turn off the screen if I want to with the app access. Now, when fully charged, in that 2-hour charge time, you're going to have Travel Diva. What's up, Travel Diva? Good evening, my friend. Good evening. Now, like I was saying, guys, with this fully charged, you should be able to run a 50-watt laptop for about 34 hours. A CPAP machine for over 50 hours. That's a good amount of runtime. You guys could do a water pump. You guys could do, of course, a refrigerator. Water pump is going to be about 11 and a half hours. Refrigerator, about 17 hours. Microwave, about an hour and a half. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. My voice is kind of back, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Now, with 2,042 watt hours of power, it's going to stand out and do the test of time. 12 hours of your desktop PC runtime. It's like your all-in-one desktop or Dell. That's going to be Dell or Gateway. You know, most of those are going to be about 200 watts. If you want to, though, 60 cell phone charges, 45 drone batteries, 4.5 to 5 hours with the blender if you guys need a bunch of daiquiris out back. Now, we could also do, let's say, movie projector over 15 hours. You guys could do a hair dryer for about an hour and a half. 14 hours with a mini fridge. It's got a good runtime. 40-pound package. It does beautifully well. App control, even better. Now, still has that 36-inch drop protection with the UL certification. The UL certification is actually really well done. It can be used as a UPS with the 20 milliseconds of switchover, which is nice. Now, you could even do, let's say, a vacuum cleaner for over 2.5 hours. Now, that's going to be like your shop vac for the, job site. If you want to, though, heated blankets, portable ovens, you guys can do so much more with this. Electric drills. It's very, very, very beautifully well done. The thing about the 2000 V2 is actually was designed with a new design, which is called cell-to-body technology. Cell-to-body technology actually has the LifePo 4 cells built into the housing of the system, which is going to look like a beehive with the actual cell structure. Now, with that being said, it's going to actually make it lighter. It's also going to make it quicker to build, which means turnaround time is even faster as well. Lightweight and portable. It's about 13 inches long by 10 inches wide by 11.5 inches tall. It's not, it's big. Don't get me wrong. It's big. It's heavy. But it's not too big and not too heavy. By itself, 33% off, $999. It is a great price point. Or you can get it with, of course, the two 200-watt solar panels. That's going to be about $1599, normally a $2,600 price tag. At $1599, you're going to get the system and two of the larger solar panels, which is going to allow you to charge this in approximately, I'm going to say 2.5 to 3 hours. So that's where you're going to be at with this one. Like I said, great little piece, amazing little options. It will do very, very well for you guys if you need. So any questions about that, please ask and we will answer. I can't complain. I had my heart checkup. My heart checkup came out excellent. Perfect blood pressure. Stress. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. They did say I need more sleep, though. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, I see no questions about the 2000 V2, so we're going to move back to the table. We're going to come up here. We're going to move to the larger side of the table. We're going to start with the 3000 Pro system. Now, the 3000 Pro system is a beautiful system, guys. This is actually coming in at like $21.99, so $2,199. It's a 45% savings. You're going to get this system and 2 of the 200 watt panels. 3,024 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in 2.5 hours on a wall plug, or 3.5 hours with 6 of the 200 watt Solar Saga solar panels. Now you're going to have 2 USB-C ports that do 100 watts max, 2 USB-A ports that can do 18 watts max, and that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug above it. Besides that, you're going to have 5 AC outlets. Those all can do 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 6,000 for those of you that need it. The 3000 Pro is what we're talking about now. We are now in the 3000 Pro. We were talking about the 2000 V2. Hey, no problem. You ask, I answer. Now, with the 5 AC outlets that can do 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 6,000, you guys can run a flat screen TV for about 35 hours, or 3 hours with an 1150 watt window AC, about 5 to 6 hours with your refrigerator, 2.25 hours with a microwave, or if you really wanted to, guys, you can plug in a welding machine into this. You guys could plug a MIG welder into this and run it for about an hour time if you had to. That's a 5,800 watt draw, though. Now, angle grinder is about 6 hours. Water pump's about 32 hours. Lawnmower, 2.5 to 3 hours if you really needed to. 101 cell phone charges. 6 hours of the space heater if you guys need to. 70 drone batteries. That's your Mavic Air drone batteries. That's a 90 watt drone battery. Now, if you want to, though, 2.5 hours on the camping site cooking on that food with the electric grill. 220 plus hours with your light bulb. That's a 3 watt style light bulb. Or tea kettles or movie projectors. You guys could do coffee makers. You guys could literally run your kitchen stove. You guys could do your kitchen fridge. You guys can even do, of course, your gaming computers or VR setups. The 3000 Pro is a well done system. It is literally, though, 64 pounds. At 64 pounds, it looks like a suitcase. That is what it's going to look like. 2 large 3-inch wheels and a telescopic handle. The handle is going to allow you to tip it, roll it, and roll it around and move it from place to place. It is actually very easily movable and can do very, very well for you. Now I'm laughing because it looks like my camera looks really small back here. We're going to enlarge it a little. Now the 3000 Pro has got a great little piece of technology that can do even more. 60 watt TV, like I said, 35 hours. If you want a CPAP machine, guys, a CPAP machine at 28 watts should be able to run for about 53 hours off of this device. At 28 watts. You could even do the microwave coffee maker. You guys could do, of course, your electric drills and everything. The 3000 system back here is a really cool one. Now, it does have the 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug hidden away. It's got, that bright orange handles, the large 3-inch wheels. This will allow you to get it pretty much anywhere. It's a larger system that's going to do well for you guys in those timely needs. So if you guys need a system of that size, go ahead and check that one out. Now, I believe it looks like the 300 Plus is completely sold out. So normally we show you guys the 300 Plus system, but it is completely sold out right now. So we're going to go to the 600 Plus. Now the 600 Plus we showed you guys the other day, and this is a cool one. That's that little bad boy up there. This is the 600 Plus. Now the 600 Plus is 632 watt hours of power, but it's only 16 pounds. 16 pounds. At 16 pounds, this thing packs quite a punch. It actually allowed me to run my Christmas tree for over 50 hours without a problem. Now, it can be fully charged in about 2 hours of time in standard fast charging mode. Or if you want, with Charge Shield 2.0 and the app, put it in emergency charge mode, and you guys can have this fully charged in 1 hour. With that 1 hour charge rate, you're going to have 2 AC outlets that can do 800 watts of pure sound wave power, can peak 1600. You're going to have a flashlight that's going to be able to do 3 modes: standard light, standard low light, then you're going to have standard highlight and SOS pattern. You're going to have the 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug, and you're also going to have 2 USB-C ports. That's a 100 watt port and a 30 watt port. Below that is the 18 watt USB-A as well. Now, with that quick charge rate and all of that beautiful usage in the app control, you guys can do much, much more with this, like running a car fridge for 6 hours, your laptop 7 times, or your cell phone time charges about 27 charges. If you want to, 10 watt Bluetooth speaker, about 36 hours, 27 camera drones, laptop, like I said, 7 hours or so. Your 520 watt refrigerator can run for about an hour and a half. 60 watt flat screen TV, that's your 32 inch to 40 inch TV. 8 hours of runtime. 10 plus hours with the 45 watt house fan. Coffee maker, again, about an hour. Projector, about 6 hours with the movie projector. The lightweight of this is actually beautifully well done. Because it is only 16 pounds, it's very capable of being taken anywhere. If you want to run, let's say, a 15 watt house fan, a smaller one, 32 hours of runtime. 5 watt light bulb, 50 hours. You guys can do so much with the 6000 Plus. Now, the 6000 Plus is coming in at about 20% off. It's $389.99. That's a great deal in itself. What I'm going to tell you guys is get it with the 100 watt solar panel. So the 600 Plus and this beautiful portable 6-pound solar panel. This 6-pound solar panel is fully waterproof, water resistant for harsh and wet weather, and can do 25% efficiency because it's bifacial. When I unsnap it, you're going to be greeted with, of course, this beautifully large solar panel. Now, I mean large solar panel. This is a 100 watt solar panel. That's going to do very well for this. When you have this 100 watt solar panel with the 600 Plus, you got an amazing little piece that is just correct for the system. Now, the 600 Plus is an amazing system by itself. Now, pair it with that 100 watt panel, and you guys can actually have it charged in a good amount of time. I'm going to tell you, they'll get 2 of them panels, have it charged in about 4 hours. 2 of these will have this charged in about 4 hours. If you have one, it's going to be over 4 hours, just saying. 600 Plus or 600 Plus with, of course, 100 watt solar panel. You can't go wrong with that package deal. Now, like I said, 25% off with the 100 watt panel. It's about $598.99. $589.99. Can't go wrong with that. And actually, if I read that right, $598, not the other way around. Ignore the dyslexia today. Any questions about that beautiful little piece of technology, guys? The 600 Plus can run your Christmas tree over 50 hours. Trust me, I did it. Now, we're going to talk about the 1000. We're going into modular range. Now, yes, this isn't as slow of a show as the last time. Let's just be honest, but we're going to get through it, right? This is the 1000 Plus. Now, the 1000 Plus is an amazing little system. By itself, it's 1,264 watt hours of power. 1,264 watt hours of power. Now, at 1,264 watt hours of power, it's going to take you approximately under 2 hours to fully charge it. It's actually about a little over an hour and a half. Now, a little over an hour and a half, you guys are fully charged, up and running with 1,264 watt hours of power. With this, you have 2 USB-C ports that do 100 watts charge rate. You have 2 USB-A ports that do 18 watts of charge rate. You also have that beautiful 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug and a flashlight that does those 3 modes: low light, highlight, and SOS pattern. On this, though, you're going to have 3 AC outlets that do, of course, 200 watts of pure sine wave power that can peak, or 2,000 watts of pure sine wave power that can peak at 4,000. Now, with it, though, when fully charged, you should be able to run 1150 watt window AC for about an hour or so if you really needed to. Now, you guys can do more than that. Let's just go there. You guys can run, let's say, leaf blowers, power drills, pruning saws, angle grinders, and all of that in the sun. You guys can do a microwave for about an hour. You guys could even do an 850 watt tea kettle for about an hour and a quarter. If you want to do a rice cooker about 3¼ hours or a movie projector for over 9 hours, you guys could do that without a problem. This thing is actually really well done. Now, you guys can get it with 2 of the 100 watt solar panels for $929, or you guys can get it as a full kit. The full kit's going to be the system, that battery, and 2 of those solar panels. The moment you had that battery, you added, of course, another 1,264 watts power. Total wattage or total watt hours to this now is 2,528. So 2,528 watt hours of power. With that power, you guys just doubled your runtime on pretty much whatever you want. So that movie projector that I just said for about 9 hours can do over 18 hours. Instead of 3¼ hours with the rice cooker, you're getting 6½ hours. Or if you want to do the tea kettle, about 2.5 hours, or that microwave for about 2 hours now. The runtime just doubled. Now, the cool part about the 1,000 plus system is you can have 3 batteries total. At 3 batteries total, you have 5 kilowatts of hour power. 5 kilowatts of hour power. That's literally enough power to run your house for probably a day with most essential items. That's not going to be like, let's run our central AC. All right, just go in there. Now, it comes with the linking cable, comes with the wall charging cable. It comes with, of course, this beautiful battery and that system below. It's also going to come with the 2 solar panels, the 2 100 watt solar panels. For that price point, guys, $13.99 is the price at 33% off. 33% off is a decent price for the system. If you need a modular system that's going to allow you to run your smaller, tiny homes or things of the sort, or even your toy haulers, RVs, your actual homes, your garages, your sheds, the 1,000 plus might be a great option. Now, what else could you do with this system? Technically, you guys could run your fridge. You guys can run your mini fridges. You guys could do a movie night out back for a good long period of time. You guys can run all of your camera gear. You guys could even charge your kids' toys. So if you guys want to charge your kids' toys or take it to the job site, charge your batteries for all of your tools. It can do all of that without a problem. That's actually kind of cool. Now, if you don't want that variation, you guys can go with a larger system. Now, this larger system, of course, is the big brother. This is the 4,000 kit. Now, the 4,000 kit's a really nice kit that's actually coming in at $2,899 today at a 42% savings. At 42% savings, this thing's going to do amazing stuff. Now, you're going to get 4,085 watt hours of power in this device. 4,085 watt hours of power. That's because you're getting this device and the battery and 2 of the 200 watt panels. The system alone is 2,042 watt hours of power. Now, the moment you add that battery, you actually have, of course, double the watt hours. You now have 4,085 watt hours of power. Can be fully charged in 2 hours on a wall outlet, or 2 hours with 6 of the solar panels. Now, this device, when fully charged, should be able to allow you to run, let's say, that 500 watt fridge for about 7 hours of runtime. That's with the battery. Now, you could do more than that. You guys can run a CPAP machine for probably about, I would say, maybe 60 to 70 hours or more, right, with the CPAP machine. If you guys want to do a desktop PC for about 24 hours off of this, you guys could do the 1100 watt microwave for about 3 hours. Coffee maker, about 6 hours. Your window AC, 4 hours. 28 to 29 hours with the movie projector, or 2.5 hours with, of course, the hair dryer. Now, that welding machine should be able to get you an hour and 20 minutes with this kit. You guys can do lawnmowers, you guys can do pruning saws, you guys can do circular saws, you guys can do so much more with this. And that's where it's kind of cool. You guys could do, let's say, 90 drone batteries or 120 cell phone batteries. 38 plus hours with the inverter heater. That's like a 70 watt inverter heater. So that's where it's kind of cool. 900 watt electric grill, about 3.5 hours. If you guys want to do a blender, guys, backyard barbecue with blenders. 10 hours with that blender is where you're going to be at with this. You can do a lot more. Electric hammer drill for about 8 hours, if you need to. Coffee maker about 6 hours. The charge rate's where it's at, and it can be used as an EPS. The EPS is going to allow you to have it fully charged and then allow you to have it plugged into the wall. When you have it plugged into the wall and you have a device plugged into it, you lose power, it automatically switches over in under 20 milliseconds. That means whatever device is plugged into this will still keep running. Now, 64 pounds by itself, you add that battery on and you add the 2 solar panels, you have about 120 plus pounds, all right? So the package does weigh a little bit for you. Now, each of the solar panels are about 21 pounds though, so that's where it's kind of at. But at 42% off, guys, it is an amazing, amazing kit. You will not go wrong with that kit. Now, we're going to talk about the Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus. Now, the Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus is a phenomenally well done system that you're going to enjoy. Now, this is $5,999 in a system of this size. This is 132 pounds. At 132 pounds, you're going to get 5,040 watt hours of power in a system like this. You're also going to get 2 solar panels and the smart transfer switch. Now, the smart transfer switch will need to be installed by an electrician. That's all it's about. Each of the solar panels are going to do about 500 watts of charge rate. They're made up of 6 85 watt panels. The system, of course, like I said, 132 pounds. So it's going to take you a little bit to kind of move it. Now, I'm going to get up and kind of show you guys this real quick. Has a handle. The handle is going to actually allow you to tip it and roll it without a problem. You guys can roll it and move it wherever you need. The handle can be put away in timely fashion if you need. It also has 2 more handles, so if you guys need to lift it, you guys can lift that on it. Lift it and kind of shift it around. Now, we're going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer because I want to show you guys the front panel, right? So this is that front panel. This is the front panel of the 5000. You have 2 USB-C ports. Each USB-C ports are going to do 100 watts of charge rate. You have 2 USB-A ports that are going to do 18 watts of charge rate and a 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug that does, of course, 12 volt 10 amps. Below that are 4 AC outlets. Those 4 AC outlets are going to do 7,200 watts of charge rate. 7,200 watts of power. That is a crazy amount of power through this. Now, with that much power, you guys can run multiple devices. Let's say like you want to run your fridge for up to about 4 days on the system alone. Now, that's going to be like a 100 watt fridge, okay? If you want to run your central AC, about 2 hours. If you want to run 1150 watt window AC, about 4.5 hours is your runtime with this. Now, you guys could do more with that if you needed to, because let's be honest, you could. 2 days with the TV, 3 hours with your actual dryer. But you're probably like, well, how do I run my dryer? Well, that's actually kind of cool. So I'm going to show you guys the side of this device. On the side, you have an AC expansion port. The AC expansion port is going to allow you to connect up to the smart transfer switch. Down below is a 12 volt 10 amp NEMA plug. This is, or not 12 volt 10 amp. This is your NEMA 14-30. The NEMA 14-30 is a 120 volt 240 volt plug. Below that is your NEMA 14-50. The 14-50, again, 120 240 volt plug. That's the plug that's going to allow you to plug in your dryer. That's also the plug that's going to allow you to plug in your EV car, or your motorhomes, or your RVs. That's the cool little plug on this. Now, that's that orange handle I was talking about. If you guys need to pick it up and lift it and move it around, it has that access. On the opposite side, we're going to have, of course, more cables and plug-in connections. Now, we're going to move the camera down so you guys can actually see this a little better. We're going to zoom you on in. Now, down here, guys, you're going to have the DC expansion port. DC expansion port is going to allow you to connect up multiple multiple batteries. Above that is your AC expansion port. The AC plug is what you guys are going to use to charge it on a wall outlet. On the wall outlet, it's going to allow for 1,800 watts of charge rate and that's going to take about 3.5 hours. So 3.5 hours on your standard wall plug, you're charged, you're up and running, you're good to go. Under this is a panel. Now this panel's got, of course, two 80-20 DC plugs. The 80-20 DC plugs are going to allow for 1200 watts of charge rate. At 1200 watts, it's going to take approximately 5 hours to fully charge this. Now, besides this, you're going to have two of the high voltage power solar array connectors. That's going to allow for 4,000 watts of charge rate through it. Now, you do have this beautiful little switch. When set like this is high power. When set like that is low power. Now, in high power at 4,000 watts of charge rate, you can have this device fully charged in a little over an hour and a half. In a little over an hour and a half, guys, you're fully charged, you're up and running, and you guys can run all of those AC plugs at 7,200 watts without a problem. The 4 front plugs, or of course the NEMO plugs on the side. Now, multiple points of connection, multiple ways of charging. There's a fourth way to charge this device. When you have the smart transfer switch installed to your electrical box where your power wire comes from the power pole, you guys can also charge at 4,000 watts of power. Now, what's kind of cool is a smart app control on the device itself, smart app control with the actual smart transfer switch as well. So that's going to allow you to control it and connect up other pieces. Now, the smart transfer switch that actually comes with this device is also beautifully well done, and we're going to kind of show you guys this page right here. That's the smart transfer switch. It's got the connectability for 2 systems if you want to, and of course you got the ACs and AC2, and you got error button, and you guys got grid button. Inside this, it literally looks like your electric circuit breaker box on your wall that's already there. It's got 12 of those electric circuit breakers set in here. You guys have a grid power button that can be turned on and off. And you have the play and pause and resume button down here. Each of those circuits will allow you to connect up, like let's say circuit 1 on the main pole or the main box, which means you guys can run like your living room. You guys can have another one set up to run your bathroom or your hot water tank or vice versa with this. Now this device is going to allow you to connect up 2 of these 5,000 plus systems. Now you heard me right. The system alone is 5,040 watt hours of power. They can run a lot of stuff. Should be able to run your household for approximately a day with most of your in general stuff. It does accept up to 5 batteries. With 5 batteries, guys, you have 30 kilowatts of hour power. At 30 kilowatts of hour power, you guys can actually run multiple days without a problem, up to about 4 to 5 days. With this junction box, you guys can actually connect up 2 systems together and have 10 batteries total. That's 60 kilowatts of hour power. At 60 kilowatts of hour power, that's at least 14 days to 15 days of runtime for most of your in general items and devices with that. Now, the cool part is if you guys use the high power voltage array, that's like your big solar arrays that's on your roof. 4,000 watts of power. That means you guys can charge this really, really quick. Inside the app is also going to allow you to do what's called savings mode. Now, I call it savings mode myself. What it means is you guys can implement inside the app which hours cost you the most from the electric company, and then it will actually determine which hours to actually run off of the solar system and what hours to actually charge off of the power grid or run off the power grid. So it's not allowing it to run during the highest charges times that the electric company charges you. That's actually kind of cool. Now, this system can do so much more. Let's be honest. It can run your whole house. It can run a shop, small businesses. It'd be perfect for a lot of different things. The 5,000 plus system, like I said, $5,999 is a great price point for a system of this magnitude. If you need a larger system like this, the 5,000 plus might be the one for you. Now, with that, guys, we also have the 500X solar panels that come in that kit, but is also sold separately if you guys need. I'm going to actually grab a video for this to show you guys these panels. to peek out, it's a good time to actually pop up and start using your Jackery Explorer 500 solar panel. Now we have this 6-panel piece. It is of course a fully one position. It is the 500X. Actually does 500 watts of solar charging capability. Of course does need to be put together or can be of course used as flat panels. Each panel, it does 85 watts of charging capability and also has a carrying case. You are also going to get this nice 9.5-foot cable that can actually be connected into, of course, your solar station. Now, I actually have it plugged into the Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. Unfortunately, we're not getting a lot of charge rate right now because the sun is not hitting the solar panel yet. As the day moves, the solar light and the sun will start hitting it more and we'll get a lot more charge. So if you guys need to actually charge your solar stations, the Jackery Explorer 500 might be a great option for you to do that with your. Now, as you guys can see, that's a nice large solar panel that's going to do very well for the bigger systems. It does come included with that kit, or you guys can buy it separately for $999. It's a phenomenally well done solar panel. It's made from 6 individually 85-watt panels that are connected together and can be mounted in most situations. So if you're looking for a panel of that size, it comes included with that kit or can come separately for you. Now, that's very beautifully well done. Now, we also have the Mini 40 solar panel that we kind of showed you guys at the beginning. Now, this is actually at $99. Now, at $99, you guys are going to have this nice Mini 40 solar panel. Hello, James. What did I actually had shredded chicken. Shredded chicken and gravy over rice. So, that's what I had. Shredded chicken and gravy. Mini 40 solar panel, guys. This is actually a really cool piece. The Mini 40 solar panel is going to do, of course, 40 watts of charge rate for the smaller systems. It's going to be perfectly paired for, let's say, the 100 plus, the 240s, the 300s. Now, fully waterproof, water resistant for harsh and wet weather, trifold design. When you pop it open, you're going to be greeted with a beautiful 4-piece panel. Now, this is going to do about 23% efficiency even in low light settings for you. That's actually beautifully well done. 2.5 pounds is the weight. It's about 12 inches tall by 10 inches wide. Now, at that size and weight, it's the size of a 3-ring binder. This can fit in your backpack and be pretty much taken anywhere. That's kind of cool. You guys can take this in your backpack and you wouldn't even notice the weight. This is an amazing little panel that's perfectly set. Now, the Mini 40, I like to pair it with like the 100 plus. It's the perfect pairing for the 100 plus. This is a 5-pound package. With 5 pounds, guys, this is a great pairing. This would also do very well for the 240s and the 300s. So that's like the original 240, the 240 V2, the 300, and the 300 plus. The Mini 40 solar panel, guys, is perfectly well done. IP68 rating, which means it can be left outside in harsh and wet weather without a problem. Strap it to your backpack and you guys can actually get a charge rate off of your backpack as you're hiking with just the 2 panels. Or unfold it if you guys are taller and get that full 4-panel charge rate. So any questions about the Mini 40, please ask. We're here to answer. Now, it looks like we have 1 item left because 2 items are sold out. So we're just going to pass the 100s up. Unfortunately, the 100s are sold out. So those went quick. All right, we're going to show you guys their 200-watt panel. Show you guys a video of this. I do have a full video of this. James here, and today we're taking a look at, of course, the Jackery Solar Saga 200-watt solar panel. Now, this solar panel is a beautiful panel. It can be paired with a lot of their power stations. Of course, I have the 3000 Pro sitting here, and that's what we're going to do. Now, you guys can see this beautiful case on top. I'm actually showing you guys how to pull it out by unzipping it and unconnecting it. Now, it does have their beautiful logo on the front. It is a magnetic connection. It does have, of course, 3 legs, of course, and that's what I was just showing you. Now I'm going to stand behind the power station and unfold this while trying not to be blinded by the sun.
Hey, what's up, Phil?
Bright today.
Coming in right at the end, huh, buddy?
It out 4 times. You do have 3 legs. Now I know it's hard to see the.
All right, we don't really need the sound, guys. This is the 200-watt Solar Saga. This is a beautiful, beautiful solar panel that's going to do 200 watts of pure sine, or 200 watt hours of. Yeah, can't even speak tonight. Let's just go there. I'm misspeaking. This is going to do 200 watts of charging at 18 volts. There you go. Now, this is actually a really cool panel. It's trifold design. It's monocrystalline solar cells. It does 24.5% efficiency. It is about 21 pounds. It does come with a 9.5 foot cable. That 9.5 foot cable is going to allow you to connect it up to pretty much whatever device has an 80/20 plug. You heard me. This is actually going to work on the 2000 V2, the 1000 V2 if you wanted to. It will work on the 1000 Plus. It will work on the 1500 Pro, the 2000 Plus, the 2000 V2, the 3000 Pro, and the 5000 system. The moment you connect it up, you're going to start seeing that charge rate. I'm getting about 153 watts in this video. You're going to notice, though, that the solar panel is not completely at a 20-degree angle. You're also going to notice it's not completely flat. If it was at a 20-degree angle or completely flat, it would probably be getting the full 200 watts of charge rate off of this thing. Now, it is an amazing solar panel, fully IP68 rating. IP68 rating is rated for harsh and wet weather, which means, guys, if you left it out in the rain or a dust storm, you guys, it will still work later. Just wash off the dust. If it's in a rainstorm, it's not going to hurt it at all. Can be used in minus 40-degree weather, so that's not a bad deal either. Now, it has what's called a sunlight angle indicator. That sunlight angle indicator is going to allow you to angle this device properly to get the most out of the sunlight for your charging area. Now, it's a cool little piece that's going to do well for you. Just remember, it is 21 pounds and it is very, very large and over 55 inches long. Oh, yeah, of course, I missed the good stuff. Well, Phil, you know, that's what happens, buddy. We will be back here Sunday night, though. Oh, there's a $220 clippable coupon? Really? So, the 200-watt solar panel actually has a $220 clippable coupon on Amazon for you guys. So, $220 clippable coupon. You guys have a great little deal. It's going to do very, very well for you. Now, with that, guys, we have a bunch of amazing products here tonight. I know it wasn't as long of a show as the last few, but that's what we have for you. It is almost Christmas time. Get yourself a gift. Get somebody else a gift. We have a bunch of great products, including, you know, the smallest but mightiest. I think this is the perfect gift, let's be honest. At 99 watt-hours of power, guys, the 100 Plus is just an amazing gift. This thing would work out well for so many people. It's crazy. Now, we had a wide variety of products from the 240s to the 300s to the 500 to even the 1000 V2 and the 2000 V2 systems. We also showed you guys the 300 Plus. We also had the 3000 Pro. Showed you guys the 600 Plus, the 1000 Plus systems, and the 2000 Plus. But the best system that I really love, guys, is going to be that 5000 Plus system. If you guys are looking for a system that can do it all, if you guys literally are looking for something that can do it all, the 5000 Plus is that one. At 132 pounds, it can run your whole home without a problem. It also has multiple battery connections. You guys can connect up to 5 batteries without a problem. You guys can even do the smart transfer switch and connect it up to your house and running your home off of it just that way. So, guys, a bunch of great products at a bunch of great deals for you guys tonight. Now, remember, that 5% discount code for anything over $1,000 goes active at 11 o'clock Eastern time, I believe. 11 o'clock or 11 o'clock Pacific time. Dude, I was doing that all off of memory. I wasn't even looking at pages. So there are a lot of clippable coupons, guys. So if you guys are looking for deals on this cart, click the product. There's probably some clickable coupons on some of these products. There's also some BOGO gifts out there as well. Now with that, guys, we've come to the end of the show. We will be back here Sunday. We're going to be back Sunday night. So hopefully you guys will come to our Sunday show. Yeah. That's the wording I'm going to speak with. Hopefully I'm more refreshing by then as well. Because I am not on my game today. I appreciate it, buddy. Alright, guys. With that, check out the deals. Check out the show. We will be back Sunday night. Don't forget to hit the follow button. Also hit that live notification button. Hey, dude, I'm feeling good. I just need a little more sleep. I think I'm just a little... I don't know what it is. I'm good, though. Alright, guys. Thank you all for being here. Lois, thank you for hanging out and helping me. Travel Diva, it was great seeing you. Sai, also amazing. And, of course, Phil. I'll see you later, buddy.
All right, guys, with that, talk to you all later. Have a good one.
This is Jackery 5000 Plus. The batteries are powered by industry-leading LFP cells arranged in a CTB honeycomb structure. Of course, with no compromise in voltage. It outputs at both 120 and 240 volts to support 99% of household applications. A single unit outputs 7,400 watts. So even your big, power-hungry appliances keep going and going. Not to mention full support for EV charging hubs. Connect up to 10 extra battery packs for a whopping 60 kilowatt hours of storage and a 14,000 watt output. Everything's made possible by the smart transfer switch, where you effortlessly connect Jackery 5000 Plus to your home's electrical system. This gives you intelligent control over power from the grid. Recharge the batteries with most third-party photovoltaic systems or Jackery Solar Saga 500X